Oh man, I couldn't watch the Bucks game. That was like, man, it's cable action up. Good, good, good attack right there. I'm prime time, son. Looks like Tyron Matthew. Yeah, he got kicked in the head by his own teammate. What's up?
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ugh.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Checks this down to Hubbard.
Yeah, that trade is like one of the best trades in like football type shit.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Play action. It's Fields. Out to his left. Open man, that's Noah Fant.
I was like, I was like, man, I tried to if he get one more receiver, but he'll be good.
Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now.
Touchdown! It's complete. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Mayfield. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Mostert.
I swear, but run commit.
Chargers. Raheem Mostert. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point
honest
right
to
down
do it
the
down.
middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Jones. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right?
Hey, Chuck.
3 and out. So that didn't happen.
This nigga got Baker Mayfield safety, bro. I just saw that shit.
Business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
What is this nigga? It's on the same play, man. I'm looking for it.
On first down, it's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Oh, my God. I saw Mayfield got second. What the
Get
heck?
it down to the 25 there. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
Game
No,
trying
I
to
think a
find
lot of
again.
times
I'm going
confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may
Ooh,
be
look at
confident
play.
going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Mayfield on 1st down. That's swung out to Mostert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I'm guessing that we're both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Just keeping the play alive. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jamar Chase with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on second down. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mayfield. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, if he plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Fields throwing again. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Open man is Chase, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I got 15. I got 15. Me.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT.
What is he
And
talking
the
about?
lead is now
2-5?
24. Now after the touchdown,
how'd I do
here's
now?
Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Benjamin St. Just. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
I thought this nigga Courtney was mad.
The 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
Oh my God, that was this mad for you, boy. That nigga just ran around in a circle and broke. You saw, but it's mad for you, boy.
But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but a ball batted in the air and now it's intercepted.
Oh my God, that nigga just official.
The Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible change. Oh, and he's not
safety.
Out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And he'll be
I'm gonna get set, bro. Make something happen. Oh yeah, boy, I came through the whole purpose, boy.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. This is the tight end fan. And they work this
route upfield
across the 45.
The whole damn team taking down almost.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That is taken in by the tight end fan. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Fields letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Mostert to first down
really
carry.
Should have played this game boring
as hell. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking.
Who was that? Who ran that round? Well, you had a lot of field.
He's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've
man.
had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that's Georgia top receiver. Jermaine Burton.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Georgia receiver. Jermaine Burton.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
So that's why they lost some receivers too. So they said they don't pass. No, hell no, I didn't.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out for Anderson.
Yes, he can.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, he was a second receiver.
Fields. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Number 2 receiver.
Now to have the extra point.
I bet transferring to
this one was
Alabama.
over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
I bet said he getting him on back to back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, we got the whole team from there.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own.
These guys just can't be hurt.
The Charger drive about to
Y'all
get
can't
going.
beat Michigan.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a first and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for L.A. Flushed out right. And he is out.
Brian Pringle, the free agent. Nigga who always get cut.
It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mayfield see it on Madden, bro.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.